You're about to learn how to spot the hidden signs that could change everything for someone you love, because knowing them now could make all the difference in how you support them in their final years. Every day matters, and when we start seeing those subtle signs in our elderly loved ones, it's more than just noticing. It's about taking action before it's too late. In this video, we'll break down 5 powerful clues that are easy to miss but impossible to ignore once you know what to look for. These signs can help you provide the care, love, and attention they deserve when it counts the most. Stick with us, because this information will make you see things in a whole new way and give you the tools to be the support they truly need. Number 1, recognize sudden weight loss and encourage a healthier diet. Sudden weight loss can be one of the most subtle yet significant signs that an elderly person may be nearing their final year. It's easy to overlook, especially when we think of aging as just a natural part of life. But when someone starts losing weight without trying, it's not something to ignore. Often it's a warning sign that their body is struggling in ways we can't always see right away. It could be linked to a variety of issues like poor nutrition, difficulty eating, or even underlying health problems that need immediate attention. This type of weight loss isn't just about the physical change. It can affect their energy levels, their strength, and their ability to maintain independence. They might feel more tired, have less motivation to move around, or struggle to do simple tasks they once managed with ease. If you notice a loved one's clothes starting to hang off them more loosely, or if they mention they haven't been eating much lately, it's time to step in. Their body may be signaling that it needs help. Encouraging a healthier diet can be the first step in reversing some of these signs. But it goes beyond just making sure they eat. It's about ensuring they're getting the right nutrients. Sometimes, older adults may have a reduced appetite, or even the physical challenge of preparing meals can make it harder for them to get enough food. In these cases, finding easy-to-prepare, nutrient-dense meals that they enjoy is essential. Focus on foods rich in protein, healthy fats, and vitamins. High-quality, easy-to-eat options like smoothies, soups, and soft-cooked vegetables can help them get the calories and nutrients they need without overwhelming them. If you're seeing signs of weight loss, consider also looking at their eating habits. Are they having trouble chewing or swallowing? Is there a medical condition at play that's affecting their ability to absorb nutrients? These are important questions that can help guide the next steps. Consulting with a doctor or nutritionist can give you insight into any underlying issues that might be contributing to the weight loss. Remember, weight loss doesn't just affect the body, it impacts their emotional well-being as well. If they're feeling weaker or more fragile, it can lead to feelings of helplessness or depression. Offering support, ensuring they have nutritious food available, and getting them the medical attention they need can make a world of difference. In the end, recognizing and addressing sudden weight loss isn't just about fixing a physical issue, it's about taking action to ensure your loved one's health and quality of life. It's about giving them the chance to live as fully and independently as possible in the time they have left. Number 2, monitor frequent exhaustion and promote regular rest and activity. Frequent exhaustion in elderly people can be an alarming sign that their health is deteriorating. It's not just about feeling tired after a busy day or needing a nap. This kind of exhaustion is different. It lingers, it's overwhelming, and it doesn't seem to go away with a good night's sleep. When someone feels constantly drained, it can indicate a deeper issue, possibly related to a serious medical condition, emotional distress, or even the natural aging process itself. Elderly people often deal with a variety of factors that contribute to chronic fatigue. First, physical decline is inevitable over time. The body's natural energy reserves decrease, muscles lose their strength, and joints become stiffer. This can lead to a constant sense of exhaustion. But it's also worth noting that this feeling might not always stem from physical fatigue alone. Mental and emotional well-being play a significant role in energy levels, and a lack of motivation, depression, or loneliness can easily cause someone to feel perpetually drained. If you're noticing a loved one is consistently tired or lacks the energy to participate in daily activities they once enjoyed, it's essential to recognize that this may be more than just aging. If this exhaustion is new or worsening over time, it could be the body's way of telling you that something is wrong. It's also crucial to understand that some elderly individuals may not be as open about their fatigue. They may downplay their exhaustion, feel ashamed, or even hide it to avoid worrying their family members. This can make it even more difficult to detect if they are silently struggling. One of the first steps to help manage and address frequent exhaustion is to ensure they are getting enough rest. This may sound simple, but it's often overlooked. While it's important for the elderly to have regular rest, it's equally important that they're getting quality sleep, not just a lot of it. Poor sleep hygiene, like an uncomfortable mattress or an irregular sleep schedule, can make exhaustion worse. Creating a peaceful sleep environment, free from distractions like bright lights, noise, or electronics, can significantly improve sleep quality. If the exhaustion persists despite getting adequate rest, it's time to look at their lifestyle and health. Are they eating properly? Are they getting the nutrients their body needs to function at its best? Nutritional deficiencies, such as a lack of vitamin B12 or iron, are common among the elderly and can lead to extreme tiredness. Encouraging a well-balanced diet with plenty of fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains can go a long way in boosting energy levels. Proper hydration is also critical. Dehydration is often a hidden culprit behind chronic fatigue in older adults. But there's more to consider than just food. Regular physical activity, even if it's light, is one of the most effective ways to combat fatigue. It might seem counterintuitive to encourage someone to exercise when they're already tired. But gentle movement, such as walking, stretching, or low-impact exercises, can actually help improve energy levels. Physical activity boosts circulation, increases blood flow, and stimulates the production of feel-good hormones. It doesn't need to be a strenuous workout. The goal is to get the body moving in ways that feel comfortable and natural. Another factor that can cause exhaustion in the elderly is underlying health issues. Chronic conditions such as heart disease, diabetes, arthritis, and respiratory problems can drain an individual's energy, often without showing clear symptoms until it's too late. If you notice consistent fatigue, it's crucial to consult with a healthcare provider. A thorough checkup, including blood tests and possibly imaging, can help detect any hidden health problems that need to be addressed. Sometimes medications or treatments for other conditions can have side effects that lead to fatigue as well. In those cases, adjusting medication or exploring alternatives might provide relief. Emotional health is also closely tied to energy levels. Depression and anxiety are often masked by physical symptoms, and many older adults struggle with feelings of isolation, loneliness, or loss of independence. These emotional struggles can manifest as extreme exhaustion, even though the root cause is mental or emotional. It's essential to offer your loved one not only physical care but also emotional support. Encouraging social interaction, whether through family visits, community activities, or simple phone calls, can help alleviate feelings of loneliness. If necessary, seeking professional counseling or therapy can provide them with tools to cope with their emotions. It's also important to foster a sense of purpose. Having a routine and goals, whether big or small, can give them a reason to get out of bed each morning. Engaging them in activities they enjoy, such as hobbies or even simple tasks around the house, can reignite a sense of vitality. Sometimes the elderly person may feel disconnected from their own sense of purpose, especially if they've lost loved ones or are dealing with a major life change. Encouraging them to take part in meaningful activities can help restore their sense of self-worth and, in turn, boost their energy levels. One practical way to approach their exhaustion is to help them balance activity with rest. It's not just about more sleep or more activity. It's about finding that healthy middle ground where they feel rested but also engaged. Avoid overscheduling them or pushing them too hard to stay active when they're feeling drained. Encouraging short bursts of activity throughout the day, followed by rest periods, can be more effective than a long stretch of inactivity or trying to force them into a full day of exercise. Finally, sometimes it takes small changes to make a big difference. Adjusting their diet, improving their sleep environment, engaging in gentle physical activity, and providing emotional support can all lead to remarkable improvements in their energy levels. It's not about expecting them to feel 20 years younger, but it is about helping them feel more alive, more engaged, and more able to enjoy their days to the fullest. Acknowledging frequent exhaustion is a critical step in preserving their quality of life and ensuring that they're getting the care they need. Helping them manage fatigue is about respecting their needs, listening to their bodies, and offering both practical and emotional support that can lead to a better, more fulfilling life during their later years. Number 3. Identify changes in memory and offer mental exercises for stimulation. When you notice that a loved one is experiencing changes in their memory, it can be unsettling. Forgetting names, misplacing everyday items, or losing track of time might seem like small, everyday lapses, but over time, these moments can become more frequent and noticeable. Memory decline is a natural part of aging, but it can also be a sign of something more significant. It's important to recognize these changes early on and take proactive steps to support their mental well-being. Offering mental exercises for stimulation can be a powerful tool in maintaining cognitive function, even in the face of aging. Memory loss isn't just about forgetting, it's about how it impacts daily life. If your loved one starts forgetting things they used to remember easily, it may begin to interfere with their ability to perform routine tasks or maintain relationships. They might forget an important appointment, or they might repeat the same story over and over again because they can't remember telling it. These are signs that should not be ignored, as they indicate a shift in how their brain is functioning. However, not all memory changes are cause for alarm. Minor forgetfulness is often a normal part of aging, and it doesn't necessarily mean there's a major problem. It's common for older adults to experience a slight decline in memory, but there's a difference between occasional lapses and noticeable, ongoing issues. What's most important is paying attention to the frequency and severity of the memory changes and understanding when they start to affect quality of life. One way to identify the level of memory change is to observe patterns. Are they forgetting things that are out of the ordinary, such as a family member's birthday, or do they consistently struggle to remember familiar tasks? If the changes are gradual and do not disrupt their daily routines, it may simply be a part of normal aging. However, if their memory problems start to get in the way of their independence, such as forgetting to take medication, missing appointments, or having difficulty recalling essential information, then it may be time to act. The good news is that there are steps you can take to help stimulate their mind and improve their memory. Offering mental exercises is one of the most effective ways to encourage cognitive function. These exercises don't need to be complex or time-consuming, but they should be engaging and stimulating enough to activate their brain. Simple activities like crossword puzzles, Sudoku, or memory games can help keep their mind sharp. These activities are not only enjoyable, but they also encourage problem-solving, critical thinking, and concentration. Just like physical exercise keeps the body strong, mental exercises help keep the brain active and healthy. Another great way to offer mental stimulation is through reading. Encouraging them to read books, magazines, or even the newspaper regularly can improve cognitive function and help preserve memory. Reading engages the brain by promoting attention, comprehension, and retention, all of which are essential for memory maintenance. You could also explore audiobooks if they find it easier to listen than read. Audiobooks are just as effective at stimulating the mind and offer a different form of engagement. Journaling is another activity that can benefit memory retention. Writing down thoughts, experiences, or even daily activities can help strengthen memory pathways in the brain. Encourage your loved one to keep a daily journal or even a gratitude log. The process of reflecting on the day, recalling specific events, and putting thoughts into words can improve memory and offer an outlet for self-expression. Journaling can also be an emotional exercise that helps them organize their thoughts and reduce stress, which in turn can benefit cognitive function. It's also essential to make sure they stay socially active. Social interaction stimulates the brain by requiring them to engage in conversation, process information, and remember past experiences. Isolation and loneliness are major risk factors for cognitive decline, so encouraging your loved one to stay in touch with friends and family is critical. This doesn't mean they need to attend large social gatherings, but simple phone calls or visits from friends or family can have a big impact on mental well-being. Exercise also plays a role in brain health, not just physical health. Regular physical activity has been shown to improve cognitive function and can even slow the progression of memory decline. Encouraging your loved one to take part in light exercises, such as walking, swimming, or even chair exercises, can boost blood circulation to the brain, which supports memory and cognitive function. The key is to find an activity they enjoy, as this will make it more likely for them to stick with it long-term. Diet is another important factor in maintaining memory. A healthy, well-balanced diet full of vitamins and minerals supports brain health. Foods rich in antioxidants, omega-3 fatty acids, and vitamins like B12, vitamin D, and folic acid can help improve cognitive function. For example, fish, nuts, leafy greens, and berries are all known to have positive effects on memory and brain health. You can help by ensuring they eat meals that are rich in these brain-boosting nutrients, or even by preparing meals together to make it a more enjoyable experience. Aside from specific mental exercises, there are some lifestyle changes that can support memory. Helping your loved one establish a routine can reduce confusion and improve memory retention. Routine activities like getting up at the same time every day, eating at regular intervals, and engaging in regular mental exercises can give their day structure and make it easier for them to remember tasks. Keeping their environment organized can also reduce stress and confusion, as clutter or disorganization can sometimes contribute to memory issues. It's important to approach memory changes with patience and understanding. Memory decline can be frustrating for both the elderly person and their loved ones, but it's essential to offer support without judgment. Be gentle in encouraging activities and avoid placing too much pressure on them to perform tasks perfectly. The goal is to help them maintain their independence and dignity while offering assistance where needed. It's also helpful to keep an open dialogue with healthcare professionals. If memory changes become more pronounced or start to interfere with their quality of life, it's important to consult with a doctor. They can help rule out underlying health conditions, such as dementia or Alzheimer's disease, which might be contributing to memory decline. Early intervention and proper care can make a significant difference in the course of cognitive decline and can help your loved one live more comfortably. Memory loss doesn't have to be an inevitable part of aging. While it's natural to experience some cognitive changes over time, there are many ways to help maintain mental function and provide support. Recognizing when memory changes are becoming more than just normal aging and taking steps to encourage mental stimulation, social engagement, and healthy living can make a significant impact on the quality of life. With the right approach, you can help your loved one navigate the challenges of aging while preserving their memory, independence, and dignity. Number 4. Address difficulty with balance and suggest safe physical activities. As we age, balance becomes more challenging, and the risk of falls increases. This is something that often goes unnoticed until it becomes more of an issue. Difficulty with balance might seem like a minor inconvenience, but in older adults it can signal more serious health concerns, like muscle weakness or changes in the inner ear. The key to addressing this issue is to notice the signs early, make adjustments, and incorporate safe physical activities that can improve strength, coordination, and stability. When balance starts to decline, it's often subtle at first. Your loved one might notice that they feel unsteady when standing up, or they may have trouble walking in a straight line. It might take longer for them to regain their footing after standing or walking for a while. Even something as simple as standing on one foot could feel difficult. Over time, these changes in balance can increase the likelihood of falls, and falls in older adults can be dangerous, leading to fractures or other serious injuries. It's important to understand that the causes of balance problems are not always easy to identify, but they are often related to physical changes that occur with age. For instance, the inner ear, which helps us sense motion and maintain balance, can become less effective. Additionally, aging muscles lose strength, which can make it harder to stabilize the body when standing or walking. Arthritis or joint pain can also affect the ability to move freely, further contributing to balance issues. One of the first signs that balance is becoming an issue might be a slight feeling of dizziness or lightheadedness when standing up too quickly. This sensation can often be tied to low blood pressure, dehydration, or side effects from medications. It's important to monitor how frequently this happens and consult a healthcare provider if the dizziness becomes persistent or severe. Addressing the root cause of dizziness can help manage balance problems more effectively. The good news is that there are several ways to improve balance and prevent falls. One of the most effective ways to tackle balance issues is by incorporating regular physical activity. Exercise helps to strengthen muscles, improve flexibility, and enhance coordination, all of which are critical for maintaining good balance. However, it's important to choose the right exercises, as some physical activities may be too strenuous or risky for someone struggling with balance. Walking is one of the simplest and most beneficial exercises for improving balance. It's low impact, easy to do, and can be done nearly anywhere. Encourage your loved one to take daily walks, but make sure the environment is safe. Avoid slippery floors, uneven ground, or places where they could easily trip. If possible, have them walk with a friend or family member for extra support, especially in areas where they might feel unsteady. Even walking around the house from room to room can help maintain balance. Another great exercise is chair yoga. Chair yoga is a low-impact option that helps build strength and flexibility without putting too much strain on the body. Many poses can be done while sitting or holding onto the back of a chair for support, making it a safe way to work on balance. Chair yoga can also help with joint mobility and can be done in the comfort of their own home. Simple stretches, such as reaching their arms up or gently stretching their legs, can improve range of motion and reduce stiffness. Tai Chi is also highly beneficial for balance and coordination. This ancient Chinese martial art consists of slow, controlled movements and can greatly improve balance, posture, and stability. It also focuses on mindfulness, which can help reduce anxiety and stress, both of which can negatively impact balance. Many community centers offer Tai Chi classes for seniors, and it's worth exploring if this option is available to your loved one. Strength training is another key component of maintaining balance. It doesn't have to involve heavy weights. Using resistance bands or light dumbbells can be effective. Strengthening the muscles in the legs, core, and lower body can make a significant difference in stability and coordination. Simple exercises like seated leg lifts, standing squats, holding onto a chair for balance, or calf raises can help to improve lower body strength, which is crucial for maintaining balance. A strong core also helps to stabilize the body, reducing the risk of falls. Stretching exercises are important as well. They improve flexibility, which can reduce the stiffness that often comes with aging and can lead to improved movement and posture. Stretching the hamstrings, calves, and quadriceps regularly can help improve mobility and make walking and standing easier. Gentle stretching can be incorporated into daily routines, and it doesn't require a lot of time to make a difference. When addressing balance issues, it's also important to focus on fall-proofing the home. Taking steps to ensure that your loved one's living space is free from hazards can help prevent accidents. This might include removing rugs that can slip, installing grab bars in the bathroom, and ensuring that lighting is bright enough to avoid tripping over objects. Adding non-slip mats in the shower or bathtub can provide extra stability when bathing, which is often a time when falls occur. Even small changes in the home environment can make a big impact on overall safety. Maintaining a healthy diet plays a significant role in improving balance. Proper nutrition supports muscle and bone health, and it's essential for maintaining strength and stability. A diet rich in calcium, vitamin D, and protein helps maintain bone density and muscle mass, both of which are important for balance. Encourage your loved one to eat a balanced diet that includes plenty of fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and healthy fats. Staying hydrated is also essential, as dehydration can contribute to dizziness and unsteadiness. Hydration is often overlooked, but it's essential for maintaining proper body function, including balance. Dehydration can lead to dizziness, weakness, and confusion, all of which can increase the risk of falling. Remind your loved one to drink plenty of water throughout the day, especially if they are taking medications that can lead to dehydration. Dehydration can also affect blood pressure, leading to lightheadedness when standing up, which makes balance more difficult. If balance issues continue to worsen despite physical activity and lifestyle changes, it may be necessary to consult a healthcare professional. A doctor can assess the situation more thoroughly and determine if there are underlying health issues contributing to the problem. They may recommend physical therapy or suggest other treatments that can further address the underlying causes of balance issues. Ultimately, addressing difficulty with balance is not just about preventing falls, but about maintaining quality of life. When we can help our loved ones stay physically active, strong, and safe, we ensure that they are able to continue doing the things they enjoy and maintain their independence for as long as possible. Incorporating safe physical activities into their routine, ensuring a safe home environment, and providing emotional support are key steps in helping them stay steady on their feet and active for years to come. By addressing balance issues early on and taking proactive measures, you can significantly reduce the risk of falls and help improve their overall well-being. Number 5. Notice withdrawal from social interactions and foster emotional connections. As people grow older, it's natural for social interactions to change. However, a noticeable withdrawal from social activities can often signal deeper emotional or physical concerns that shouldn't be ignored. When an elderly person begins to isolate themselves, it's important to understand that this withdrawal is not always voluntary. It can be linked to physical, mental, or emotional challenges that they may not feel comfortable expressing. Identifying these changes and fostering emotional connections is crucial for their well-being. as social engagement is a key factor in maintaining both emotional health and quality of life. When someone begins to withdraw from their usual social routines, it might start with small things. They might decline invitations to family gatherings, stop attending religious services, or avoid their usual social hobbies. Initially, this can seem like a minor shift, something that could be brushed off as simple preference or fatigue. But over time, this withdrawal can deepen, leading to complete isolation. If this behavior continues, it can have serious consequences, as it can contribute to feelings of loneliness, depression, and anxiety. One of the most common reasons elderly individuals withdraw socially is due to physical limitations. Aging often brings with it chronic pain, arthritis, or other mobility issues that make it difficult to engage in activities that once brought joy. For someone who loves going for walks with friends or attending weekly meetings, the physical challenge of moving around can become discouraging. As these tasks become harder, they may begin avoiding social situations where they once felt comfortable. If someone is feeling physically limited, they may not even want to bother others with their difficulties, leading to self-imposed isolation. Another reason for social withdrawal could be cognitive changes. Conditions like dementia or Alzheimer's disease often cause memory problems and confusion, which can make social interactions overwhelming. The person may struggle to remember names, faces, or conversations, which can lead to embarrassment and reluctance to interact with others. This can become a significant barrier to maintaining their usual social connections, and in many cases, the individual might choose to isolate themselves, rather than risk feeling confused or inadequate in social settings. Depression is another factor that should never be overlooked. While depression is often associated with sadness, in elderly individuals, it can manifest as a lack of interest in things that once brought them joy, including socializing. An elderly person may withdraw from family and friends, not because they don't care, but because they simply don't have the energy or motivation to engage with others. This emotional withdrawal is one of the most serious signs of depression in older adults and should be taken seriously. It's essential to remember that social withdrawal can be a sign of a deeper emotional need. People, especially seniors, may withdraw because they feel they are a burden on others, or they may struggle with feelings of uselessness or loneliness. They might also be grappling with grief or loss, whether it's the death of a spouse or the departure of close friends. These emotions can compound and cause an individual to retreat from others to avoid the discomfort of confronting their feelings. So how do we address this withdrawal and foster emotional connections that support their mental and emotional well-being? The first step is recognizing the signs early and responding with empathy. It's important to approach the person with sensitivity, avoiding any judgment or frustration. Express concern in a way that acknowledges their feelings and offers reassurance. Instead of pressuring them to engage socially, it's more effective to gently encourage them to participate in low-pressure, comfortable situations. One way to foster emotional connections is by offering companionship in simple, accessible ways. Sitting with them while watching TV, engaging in short conversations about old memories, or enjoying activities they still enjoy, can be great starting points. Sometimes it's not about getting them to participate in grand social events, but providing small moments of connection that remind them they are loved and valued. Regular visits or phone calls can make a world of difference. Even short chats about family updates, neighborhood news, or shared hobbies can keep them feeling connected without the pressure of big social settings. Another powerful way to promote emotional connection is to help them stay engaged with their hobbies, even if those hobbies need to be modified to fit their current abilities. For example, if they once enjoyed painting or knitting, but now find it hard to sit for long periods, offering a comfortable setup or adjusting the activity to suit their current condition can rekindle their interest. Encouraging participation in group activities that require little physical exertion, such as a book club, a discussion group, or a crafting circle, can also be an excellent way to help them reconnect with others without putting too much strain on their physical or cognitive abilities. In some cases, it might be necessary to address the deeper emotional challenges that are causing them to withdraw. If the person seems to be struggling with depression or anxiety, reaching out to a healthcare professional for guidance and support is crucial. Therapy, counseling, or support groups for elderly individuals can provide the opportunity to express their feelings in a safe environment, which can significantly improve their emotional well-being. For those who may be struggling with memory issues or cognitive decline, offering memory aids like photo albums, journals, or memory books can provide comfort and stimulate meaningful conversation. These tools not only help them remember, but also spark memories of happier times, which can lead to deeper connections with family and friends. Being patient with their memory lapses and allowing them to share their stories at their own pace can also create a more comfortable and supportive space for communication. Additionally, involving the elderly person in family or community events, even in small ways, can make a huge difference. This might include inviting them to family dinners, celebrating special occasions together, or even joining online social groups that allow them to engage with others from the comfort of their home. Virtual platforms like video calls can also help them stay in touch with family members who live far away, offering them a sense of connection despite physical distance. Being a consistent presence in their life is key. Building a relationship where they feel comfortable and not pressured is one of the most important things you can do. Offering consistent emotional support, actively listening to their feelings, and spending quality time with them helps combat isolation and builds a foundation for deeper connections. Sometimes, what's most needed is a change in perspective. Encourage the elderly person to see their social withdrawal not as a permanent state, but as a phase that can be worked through with the right kind of support and encouragement. Let them know that their presence is cherished, that their stories are valuable, and that their connections with others matter. This emotional reinforcement can work wonders for their mental health and overall happiness. The goal isn't to force them into social situations or activities they're not ready for, but to gently guide them back into a sense of connection at their own pace. Small acts of kindness, understanding, and love go a long way in helping someone feel valued and appreciated, and these gestures can make a profound difference in their emotional health and overall well-being. By recognizing the signs of withdrawal and fostering emotional connections, we can help elderly individuals live their later years with a sense of dignity, love, and purpose.